You may have heard the myths about refinancing your current mortgage. One of my favorite refinance myths is the one that says you need to save at least 1% in rate in order to make a refinance worth it. Let me share a hashtag Kevin Martini Live fact. This myth is not true. Yes, refinancing, even if the savings of the rate is less than 1%, could make sense. Refinancing your current home loan makes sense for many people, and only a confidential conversation with an experienced mortgage strategist can determine if it makes economic sense for you and your family. Episode 63 of the Martini Mortgage Podcast is about the Conventional Streamline Refinance.
This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Welcome and thank you for tuning into the Martini Mortgage Podcast. I am your host and I am broadcasting from Raleigh, North Carolina. My name is Kevin Martini. Now let me dive into the 1% refinance myth into a little bit more details. You see, as a trusted mortgage strategist, I believe it's my duty, obligation, and responsibility to help the families I serve secure the lowest cost of borrowing. There is no question that I and the entire Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage do this with every family that we work with on a purchase transaction. However, we also do this with refinance transactions too. Let me use some round numbers for illustration purposes to bust the myth of the 1% rule that many people think. Let us assume that exactly 1 year ago, you purchased a home and secured a $200,000 mortgage at a rate of 5%. The principal and interest for a $200,000 home at 5% for 30 years would basically be $1,074. It's actually a little bit less, but I'm rounding up. Over the life of the loan, in other words, for the 30 years of the mortgage, you will have paid under $187,000 of interest, and you will have already paid $10,000 of interest for the first year of your mortgage. Now, let us assume that you could refinance and get a rate of 4.25 for a 30-year fixed. Now, that would save you 0.75% of interest, and that is less than the 1% as denoted in the refinance myth. When one goes from 5% to 4.25, the principal and interest drops $90. And over the life of the loan, the total interest drops to a little over $154,000. Yes, that's saving you over $22,000 for the life of the loan just in interest. In addition, you're saving $90 a month from the previous payment. So over $32,000 of payment savings over 30 years. If you add it all up, that is over $50,000 of savings, and the rate did not move more than 1% as denoted in the myth. So, myth busted. If you are currently in a mortgage, it would behoove you to explore the options, and the current rate environment might provide you and your family. I believe that who you get your mortgage from matters. I believe that only an experienced mortgage strategist should help you. I do not believe a gal or a guy in a call center or an internet page can help you. If you need or want help, then I invite you to give me a jingle at 919-238-4934. A common question here at the Martini Mortgage Group is whether there is a conventional streamline refinance program. The answer is, wait for it, there used to be. However, today it no longer exists. There used to be something called HARP, and HARP was an acronym for Home Affordable Refinance Program. However, this program expired in December 2018. Today, a conventional refinance requires an appraisal and documentation regarding the income and the assets of the borrowers. Sadly, there's no conventional streamline refinance. However, there are streamline refinance programs with the FHA and the Department of Veteran Affairs. However, that's going to have to be another episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast. The most common refinance that I help families with is called a rate and term conventional refinance. Many people just call this a conventional rate and term refinance or a conforming rate and term refinance or just simply rate and term refinance. The term conforming rate and term refinance comes from the fact that it conforms to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac rules. Simply put, the term rate and term describes the purpose of the refinance. For example, to lower the interest rate or change the length of term of the home loan. With a rate and term conventional refinance, the borrower is not allowed to take any money out of the home. One reason of many a borrower will use the rate and term conventional refinance is when the interest rates have fallen below the rate on the current mortgage. The lower rate reduces the borrower's monthly payment and saves in interest over the life of the loan. Another reason we'll use a rate and term conventional refinance is to shorten the term of the loan. This strategy does not always yield a lower payment. However, it may save a ton of interest. Or vice versa. It might take a shorter loan to a longer loan. Some people use a rate and term conventional refinance to get out of a adjustable rate mortgage and get into the safety and security of a fixed rate mortgage. This ensures the monthly payment will not rise in the future. One way to use a conventional rate and term refinance is to take advantage of a lower interest rate or to reduce the term of the loan or increase the term of the loan or to get out of a potentially volatile adjustable rate mortgage and get into the safety and security of a fixed rate mortgage. Again, with a rate and term conventional refinance, you cannot unleash any of your equity. If you want to do this, you have to look at a conventional cash out refinance. A conventional cash out refinance is a mortgage where the borrower takes equity from the property in the form of cash. With the conventional cash out refinance, the borrower's payment could be lower or higher, and the term can be shortened or lengthened. Rate and term conventional refinances and conventional cash out refinances can be done on a primary residence, a second home, or an investment property. Is it right for you to refinance? I do not know. What I do know is that you owe it to yourself and your family to have a confidential conversation with an experienced mortgage strategist to determine if there is an option that is right for you to save money today and to save money over the term of the mortgage. If you want or need help, I and the entire Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage are here to help. Our offices are located in the capital city of North Carolina. That is Raleigh, North Carolina. However, we help families all over the great state of North Carolina. Simply give us a call at 919-238-4934. Thank you for tuning in to the 63rd episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast. Please leave a comment and share it with somebody who might benefit. Cheers.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.